Welcome back, guys, to Trails from Zero, where last episode we discovered Vice Commissioner Pierre in a tizzy as we learned he had lost his wedding ring during a night of drinking, enlisting Zeit to track it down as we learned of our requester's debauchery that he asked us to keep under wraps. The patrol then continued through the admin and harbour districts, the IBC and East Street, as we now look to finish it up. Oh, you're gone though. Oh, did you need me for something? We were in the area, so we thought we'd stop by. Come to think of it, Sergeant Major Seeker is not here, is she? That's correct. She should be patrolling the highways right about now. She'll be back sometime this evening. Sounds like she's very busy. Sorry, but I'm up to my neck in work today. If you have business with me, would you mind coming by for another day? So that's the only thing that changed as she went out on patrol. Yeah, by the look of it. Of course, what highway is she patrolling? Unfortunately, it's not as simple as poking our nose into an area and bringing up a map for it because it doesn't map NPCs. Should kind of hope that did it. I guess we'll just have to leave her out there somewhere. She could be anywhere and nowhere. Just like Ren was. Do you know what I mean? That could very well be the truth of it. She could be at the rest stop, to be honest. Oh look, can I speed mode it? So they still haven't left yet. Okay. Back to Crossbell City then. Kind of a shame that our other braces didn't get any new dialogue. Maybe Noel's actually on Ursula Road when you think about it. Not a highway, mind you. Okay, the patrol continues. They finally reopened the road out to Calvert so we can start up our deliveries again. Very well I still can. Should not worry too much anymore then. Damn it, why can't we agree on anything? Let's try this from the top again, Puck. When you think ramen, you think shoyu, right? Are you for real, Roos? Miso ramen is way better than shoyu. Why can't you acknowledge that? What'd you say? You better take that back. Damn it, why can't we agree on anything? Starting a business with Puck might be a horrible, horrible idea. Thinking about just dropping this business talk with my bud. Because Roos just never stops obsessing over details, you know? Running a business should be more carefree and fun, right? I come from Calvard, which has had its fair share of terrorism and the like. At first glance, it looks like a relaxing place to live. But once you get past the fluff, there's a lot of shady stuff going on. At least they've got a powerful military, unlike Crossbell. Their unit for maintaining public order is really amazing bunch in particular. Which is like night and day compared to here in Crossbell. You can't rely on the CPD for anything. Oh, oops, those badges mean that you're police officers, Oops, indeed. I'll turn those delinquents into chopped liver if they ever touch my Shan-Shan. I can't understand what Shan-Shan is thinking. She doesn't have to put up with customers like that. Just throw them out. She's just talking with them. Work's been busy since the anniversary festival is so close. I need to step it up. For some reason, Daddy's been glaring at me all day. Did I mess something up? Yeah, get him with the nail bat. It's a testament bloodbath. Beat him down into pudding. Wow, I think I'll order some right now. Is he actually singing, eating, and ordering all at the same time? Maybe he should try sticking to one thing at a time? Get him with a nail bat. Nice song. Speaking of Easterners, I hear those Hayway guys have really been pushing their damn luck lately. How'd you hear about that? Damn, dude, already? These friggin' rumors keep spreading like wildfire. Why are you acting all surprised? Damn near every rumor that spreads through the city ends up coming through the downtown district eventually. Heard they hired some legendary assassin? Could you please not try to pick fights with everyone? Thanks. Legendary assassin, eh? You've definitely got my attention. I'd love to have a go with him if he comes into our turf. Sometimes I can feel Daddy glaring at me. I'm pretty sure I didn't break any plates today, though. No, you didn't. Just no man should be within an any-foot radius. Correct? Daddy's little princess. any feat. Alright, this leaves us 3 places to patrol. We start with the downtown. Are you seriously back again? My sister sure doesn't know when to give up. Yes, whatever you kids say. Let's get a move on, kiddos. We have a lesson to start. I'll see to it that both of you properly pay attention to today's lesson. You really can't take a hint, can you? I think I'll have to teach you a lesson on how to speak with your elders. Time to ruin the class again. These kids never seem to bring any love for learning whenever I give them a lesson. They hardly ever show up to Sunday school, so I came in directly to help them out. That poor sister can't seem to catch a break. She's always being toyed with by Van. Why do you not help? Oh, that was close. I sometimes can't help but doze off on warmer days. No, you can't. I thought I stashed it around here somewhere. Oh, the festival almost upon us. I'll need to go dig up my savings. Just because I live downtown doesn't mean I can't appreciate some luxury. Now's the time for me to go dig up my hidden savings. Where? Tell me. I won't steal them, honest. How should I celebrate it this year? Old man Tan's invited a bunch of us over to enjoy some hot pot with him. Given the current state of my wallet, it might be a good idea for me to take him up on the offer. Anyway, this is my first anniversary festival since moving to the downtown district. Wonder how I'll celebrate it this year. Whoa, crap, I fell asleep without realizing it. I can't even afford to lose half an hour. Don't even think about falling asleep mid-studying, Michaud. Shoot, I keep dozing off every time I try to memorize something. Memorization isn't my forte, unfortunately. Risha is practicing. Hey, did you hear? Did you? Daddy said he gets to take a vacation. Yay, I love Daddy so much. Yay, now we can go to the festival together. Not here yet, though. Nima's just bouncing off the walls of excitement. But I know how she feels. It really has been a while since my husband was able to take some time off. To tell the truth, I'm looking forward to it just as much as she is. My husband hasn't been able to take a day off in quite some time. Now we can enjoy the festival together as a family. I'm looking forward to it, actually. Alright, and our drunken snoring for today. Work didn't want me, so I might as well get pissed drunk. Empty? What gives? Van, it's an emergency. Hurry up and get me more booze. Why are the stores serving the kid? I guess different places, different laws and all. Can't expect it to run the way we think it might run. You're not guarding very well here. Take this! What? I'm working on my fighting skills. Don't interrupt me when I'm in the zone. Doing a little mental training, eh? Hey, it's not like I want to. They haven't given me a bat yet. I'm sure I'll be getting my own bat sooner or later. Better watch out. Once I get my hands on one, neither you nor the Testaments will be able to stop me. The bat holds all the power. Are we finally going to war with those blue bastards? It's about damn time. Hold on, I'm actually kind of beat. Can we do it another day? I need to catch a few Z's. Right, go to sleep, man. I was doing some asswipes from the Testaments when I was on patrol earlier. We got to do something about those blue bastards. We got a meeting today, so shove off. Damn it, how dare they get all high and mighty on me like that? I'll get them back sooner or later. Those blue bastards are going to get what's coming to them. Just like World said, we're going to settle the score with them one day. And where's the last one gone? Up here. You've been butting heads with the Testaments more and more these days. Damn it, I want to take him down, but finding that huge boulder of theirs would be pretty exhausting. Bit mean. Poor huge Baldy. He's going to beat the crap out of you if you call him that. Just hearing the phrase anniversary festival is enough to get me going. Can't contain myself, I'm so excited. Boy, I sure do love festivals. How can I not? Everyone is so happy during the festival. So close. Supposedly that U material I use for customizing gear is dropped by monsters. Not only that, but they apparently like showing up in places where you least expect it. Well, if you stumble across any unfamiliar materials, I recommend hanging on to them. Who knows, might even be able to use them for future upgrades. Yeah, if you tell me exactly what monsters and how to like run into them really well. I'm personally hoping for a fish. Then I'll farm all the bait I need. Can't believe the Vipers have started patrolling the area too. No wonder I've been seeing their ugly mugs more often. Well, Zeit doesn't intend to stifle their efforts quite yet, but that entirely depends on their attitude. Didn't change any dialogue. The red worms have been patrolling the downtown district lately. I ran into them 3 times during my daily patrol yesterday. What a pain in my neck. But when aren't they, really? I hate the Mafia, but the Vipers are a real pain too. We only just started tolerating their actions, and now they're getting us carried away. Leader of the Saber Vipers controlled the downtown district for as long as I could remember. However, that all changed 2 years ago when Zeit came out of nowhere and challenged him to a fight. Zeit emerged victorious from their raging battle. Following his victory, he established the Testaments as a haven for those who oppose Wild's rule. Zeit is unbelievably strong. Yeah, didn't think there would be. Now then, the anniversary festival draws near. We must begin our preparations. Are they planning on offering special discounts for their drinks or something? No. Turf war? My sister has supposedly taken some time off during the anniversary festival. I think I'll take some time off too. I want to hang out with her for a bit. I'm tired of worrying her all the time. I'm sure your bosses will be understanding. Oh, those glum faces of yours tell me that you're in hot water again. What happened this time? You guys in a pinch? Yeah, I guess we are. Well, I can't claim to know your circumstances, but good luck. Either way, I'm pretty excited to check out Arkansas's new show. Doesn't look like he knows squat at her. He may have been trying to goad us into leaking information to him. Oh yeah, busty Eastern looking girl moved into the downtown district pretty recently. You know, the one that's going to be the co-lead for Arkansas's new production. I think she'll be okay. I imagine it must be difficult to acrobat around with those assets of hers. She does it fine. I've seen it go twirly whirly whirly. Mama's going to be restocking the inventory today. That's why we got to close in the evening. So if you're buying something, you better hurry it up. Hurry it up and buy something already. I'll still closing in the evening, you know. Where's your mum? Some investigators from the 1st Division just came by. It sounded they were sniffing out something big. Such is the job. Speaking of which, would you happen to sell any information on Crossbell's underworld? No, I strictly deal in goods. That being said, I do overhear sensitive info every once in a while, if you catch my drift. Rumors about Ravash, Hayway, any lowlife making a splash in Crossbell's underworld, you name it. Sometimes during negotiations, a slip of the tongue can betray a person's secrets. She must be the 1st Division's informant. Guys over in the 1st Division have their noses buried deep in some kind of investigation. Not like it's any of my business though, so Downtown District complete. So that leaves us with Central Square, West Street, as I did my little thing again, and I guess a quick trip to St. Ursula's. There's a St. Ursula's Road we need to get out on, right? Of course, I only inflate the balloons when no one's watching. If someone saw, the magic would be gone, don't you think? Sure. Mayor McDowell gives off this general vibe, sort of like a granddad. Like most politicians, he's always so kind. Surprisingly spry, too. I guess he does always rely on that cane, though. Maybe old age is finally starting to catch up to him. That said, Mayor McDowell is probably going to retire this year, but I don't want him to leave. The magic would be gone, would it? I doubt that. Just do it because it's flammable. You don't want anyone running up to you with fire next to the gas contraption, right? Going to an employee, a new event company Orbital Camera is going to be in stock next week. I can't pass this opportunity. I've got to clear up next week's schedule. But some of these people are completely trapped consumerism. Personally, I'd like for our Orbital car sales to start picking up soon. It would be ideal if the government would start pushing for large-scale distribution across all of Crossbell. I mean, you're very centrally located. Well, time to see how Chucko's doing today. Somehow she's caught onto the fact that I've been coming to check up on her, so I'll have to be extra careful. Okay. How are you going to do this? You've entered the store. You've went up the stairs that was right in view of her. Orbits from different manufacturers can wildly vary in performance, even units in the same price range. By the way, Dad should be coming home from his business trip next month. He says he'll make it just in time for the anniversary festival. Really cutting it close there, Dad. Right, let's do some more slot upgrading, because we did get some more SEPI from stuff we were doing. I guess we should do Lloyd and Randy an extra slot to make sure they have a third slot too. And then, of course, boosting these guys the most is the best. But, that said, I think I've ran out now because I do not have enough fire. I definitely do have enough of the higher elements, that's for sure. So 4 TO. We're getting there. We're getting there. Slowly building it up more and more. If there was a boy, we wouldn't be hanging out just the two of us all the time now, would we? Oh, I hope some rich stud one day. We've been totally besties for a while, haven't we? Still no boys I should know about. Yeah. If there was a boy, we would no longer be hanging out or friends. That's what she's kind of saying, though, in a way. Hey, what's the chief doing here? Chief, shouldn't you be working? Didn't you say you'd come up with a plan to cover us from the First Division and the higher-ups? Don't worry about it. I've got the whole plan coming together in the old brain case as we speak. Is that so? Your statement fails to carry any persuasive power. I handle the investigation from here on. It's completely up to you. Do whatever you see fit. But do me a favor and file a report for me later, Lloyd. Thanks. Understood, Chief. I'm expecting to see a surge of customers with the anniversary festival approaching. I wonder how my daughter's doing at her store right now. I'll have to work hard myself if I want to keep up with that youthful energy of hers. My daughter opened up a juice store and she's been working hard to make it a success. I'll have to work hard myself so I don't fall behind. The competition is here. You think that someone as beautiful as Cynthia would always be strutting around in heels, but when I saw her commuting to work this morning, she was just wearing some plain old sneakers. Isn't that crazy? I may not look the part, but I actually love going on jogs. I usually go for a run around the city on the days I don't work. I actually bought my sneakers from the shoe shop on the second floor. I recommend it to all fellow runners. I didn't realize she did actually new dialogue. Are you acquainted with Mishi, with the venerable mascot of Michelin? He's been around ever since Michelin was only a wellness resort. His popularity surged, however, once the theme park was built. I'm planning a collaboration event featuring Mishi. Tio's eyes are sparkling at the idea. Times is planning a collaboration event featuring Mishi. I'd love for you all to come by once we open the exhibit. My fellow shopkeepers and I have been stocking up on anniversary festival related goods. Pamphlets and other tourist targeted items usually sell fairly well. It's not unusual to see a humble little corner store get flooded with customers. Indeed it's not. My fellow shopkeepers and I have been stocking up on anniversary festival related goods. Yep. Something's seriously wrong with my mum. How could she spend hours window shopping? It doesn't help that it feels like a waste of my entire day every time she drags me along with her. Yeah, she needs to see some therapists, I feel. Hey you look like you want to join me in some window shopping. Oh my goodness. Seek help. Heard news about a fancy boutique opening up shop at Michelin fairly soon. I'm not afraid of a little competition. I'm certain I offer a greater variety of goods. 2 items! Not to mention I've got the upper hand on location. I hope to be able to offer my customers a wider range of styles to choose from. Start by offering me. That would be nice. I'd appreciate it. Looks like I'll be able to get some new products aimed towards the anniversary festival. I hope the damn counterfeit dealer doesn't come again this year and try to rip anyone off. Necklace. Perhaps a bit too hip for the wife. Hip. I always get excited as the anniversary festival approaches. What fun awaits me this year. If a child's shoes too tight and you might stunt their growth. It's important to leave a bit of toe room rather than aim for the perfect fit. Yes, I remember that advice. Gotta give them space to grow. I mean, otherwise you just literally have to buy new shoes. South of the city, there's a huge structure called Stargazers Tower. Historians figure it was built during the Middle Ages. Even in those times, Crossbell was at the center of both trade and warfare. The story goes that an influential individual had the tower built for studying the stars. Historians say Stargazers Tower was built for the sole purpose of astrology. However, I hear no one has investigated the place in depth before, so who can say what the real truth is? Well, we're nearly finished up to be able to go there. Nono's words must have actually gotten nostalgia. He's full of energy today. Just wonder what did she tell him? Grace is here, by the way. Was it something along the lines of there's going to be a bunch of girls stopping by the restaurant during the anniversary festival? Either way, it might have been a little too effective. I didn't sneeze. I'm happy that he's working hard, but just look at him. He's crazed. It was muted. You couldn't say anything. None of those words must have actually gotten us to you. He's full of energy today. Since he's usually so lackadaisical about everything, it's almost disconcerting to watch. I was like, uh-oh, I'm sneezing during the sentence. Ah, how lovely. I heard that the CGF commander is constantly throwing in and attending extravagant parties. Because of that, he never does his work and simply meanders about. Rumour has it the CGF commander loves fancy receptions and parties. I wouldn't be surprised to see his political career go down the drain with one cutting tell-all piece from the Crossbell Times. Well, take a look at this guy's picture in the margin right here. You've met him before, right? Maybe I have. He's kind of haughty-looking middle-aged man. Who is he? Well, now I'm afraid that's a secret. But if I can land a big scoop, I might just owe you something. I managed to convince City Hall to show me all the registered names again. I made sure to copy it all down this time too, just in case. Come on, just spit it already. Not talking to me then. So how's the marriage interview going for these lovely people here? Well, I guess I'll walk you home for today. Okay. It's so frustrating. Weren't you the ones who insisted on locking things in by the anniversary festival? Oh, yeah. Does he have any dialogue when we talk to him specifically? No. But they're walking each other home. Maybe something might occur. Thank you for the blesses. I tried to spare your ears and I think I succeeded. I found even more illegally parked cars this morning. And after you guys helped me move so many of them yesterday too. Sorry, Kate, that's just how these things go. Yeah, I suppose it's impossible to completely rid Crossbell of illegal parking. Isn't it totally frustrating, though? It is for me, at least, so that's why I'm really going to tear these yahoos a new one. Illegal parking is a crime, and crimes are meant to be punished. Hacking isn't, though. The police will have to crack down on this if we want this nasty habit to end. Well, then, that wraps up my look-see of possible food store locations. Since I'm already here, I might as well do a bit of sightseeing before I head back. Yeah, better do that now. I doubt I'll have any free time during the festival. Now, where should I go? Since I'm only here for the day, I can't see everything I'd like to, sadly. That nice lady over there said she's running a food stall during the anniversary festival. I've never had popcorn before. I can't wait! Driving might be an issue during the anniversary festival. I imagine there'll be a lot of tourists arriving by Orbal too. Hopefully no one stirs up any trouble on the roads. Oh, there we go. Most of it's done now. Oh, I forgot Station Street exists. I hear the Mafia's been causing a lot of problems lately. One of the Bracer guys wouldn't stop running his mouth about it. What was it again? Ravasha's having a spat with some foreign Mafia? Crossbell's as dangerous as always. Well, I feel bad for the tourists. They don't have a clue just what's brewing under the surface. Wonder what Zeit's like after we did the thing with him. Thanks for your help today, Zeit. I'll never underestimate your nose again. Yes, he is our irreplaceable police dog. Good boy. We will make sure to ask you for help whenever we need to find evidence. Try to provide me with an actual challenge next time. He is boasting again. Someone's got a mouth on him. To be fair, he probably did the most work on this request out of any of us. Okay, Zeit, from now on, we'll be counting on that keen nose of yours. I can do more than one with him? Yes, we must leave for a bit. Things could become dangerous, though. Tio, what did he say? He knows we are searching for something, but worry not, I will help you when needed, he says. Dependable as always. Indeed, when the going gets tough, Zeit never fails to help us out. Good Zeit. Go with haste, being slow to action is a frequent weakness of yours. His words, not mine. Okay. Alright, let's report the thing I did. Maybe I can get a thing. We're 5? Don't know if there's any bonus points for that, because there was a lot of exclamation marks around. I kind of missed up on, but man, we've done so many reports. So many. Guess we should speak to Cop as well, right? Can't leave poor Cop out of it. There we go. Good old Thumya from Cop. Right, so that leaves Station Street and East Street. Barely anything left to go. I feel like I should finish up the patrol so we can start with a new episode, a new session with action. Next month's anniversary festival will attract a lot of tourists who come here by train. All those trains lining up will be a real sight to behold. Seems like a good place to be. I visited the IBC today. Well then, should we get going? Don't worry, I'll accompany you there, Chief. Station Street's always quite empty, isn't it? Not much going on. Did you just say we're slowpokes? Yeah, he did. He probably knows that I do these weird patrols, doesn't he? Why do you have to be so social? I don't know myself. Hey, Henry, how about we just go hang out on the highway? My pops has been crazy lately. Crazy busy lately, even. So we'd be able to slip outside the city with ease. Ryu? What's with that face? Care to repeat that for me? Do you honestly think it'd be a good idea for you to go waltzing out onto the highway by yourselves? Crap, it's that guy from the SSS. Forget we said anything. Hey, you can't scare me. Don't get cocky just because you've solved a couple of cases, Special Support Squad. You got them. Zing. I'm sorry, this isn't the first time you've rescued us from a dangerous situation. I'm gonna give Ryu a real piece of my mind before he runs off and gets himself into even more trouble. Sure thing. You better be on that. Maribel was on the front of a fashion magazine today. She's so cool, I'm definitely saving this issue. She has to be the classiest lady in all of Crossbell. She's one of the most gifted business leaders in the state and has the looks of a model to boot. Can't believe Maribel's on the cover. This month's magazine is definitely a keeper. The inspiration. Purchasing a lot more goods than I was anticipating. I should look into delivering them via freight train or airship. No, it's too late now. I'd have to look into shipping it via truck when it arrives at Altair. No extra dialogue there. Oh, welcome back. Are you going somewhere again? Yeah, there are still a few things that need investigating. I see. I'm pleased you seem to be... I want to read that as it is. I see I'm pleased you seem to be giving it your all, but I like Bobby better. You should tell me more about it when you've got time. I'm looking forward to hearing some interesting stories. Of course, it'd be our pleasure. We obviously have to keep the whole Ark and Ciel situation under wraps for now. Yeah, the sooner we wrap this up, the sooner it becomes a funny story to tell. You should tell me more about it when you've got time. I'm looking forward to hearing some interesting stories. Bobby. I'm never harsh to the typos that are in the game on the basis of the fact that, my god, translating this game and making sure everything's correct is a task and a half, and there'll always be mistakes with the amount of dialogue that there actually is in the game. I just look at it as a little bit of spice. What if Mayor McDowell really has plans to retire after this term? He's already served as Crossbell's mayor for over a decade. Truth be told, I don't want him to retire just yet. He has a good head on his shoulders. Yeah, it would have taken ridiculous amounts of work to translate this. But it's become a lot more outgoing ever since I hired Oscar. Boy, am I blessed to have an apprentice like him. I can't imagine that the original Japanese doesn't have tons of typos too, when you think about it. She's kneading viciously. There, I say this dough is about ready. I'll get you this time, Oscar, I swear. You'll finally taste defeat, and it'll taste delicious. Making an original loaf of bread for the anniversary festival. Hope you'll be looking forward to it. I promise it's going to be nantastic. Oscar gave me another freebie today, and then he thanked me for all the support I've shown the bakery by coming in so much, like it meant a lot to him. Caught me so off guard, my heart ended up skipping a beat. He's just so handsome. I'm lucky my heart didn't spring right out of my chest. Coming irregular sure has its perks. Yep, it's decided. Starting tomorrow, I'm going to start coming here every day. A bunch of police officers have been coming here lately. They're in plain old civilian clothes, but I can't shake the feeling that they're on an undercover investigation. Think they're staking something out. Quite perceptive of you, Oscar. Yeah, he's always had a knack for reading between the lines. I think you're giving a guy a bit too much credit. Oh, you've got it. You've got the nail on head hit. Well played. Good job. I was talking to Brigida about that so-called police pup of yours. I saw him around here a little while ago, but I think he went out for a stroll. He appears to be patrolling our neighborhood. What a good boy. Actually back resting. Mum was a quick learner, so she's been very helpful with running the store. The only problem is all she does is help out with the store or read books all day. It'd do her some good to make some friends and play outside more often. I appreciate her helping us out, but I wonder if she's really okay with staying cooped up inside tending to the store. I always wonder if she'd rather be outside playing instead. Just doesn't have the heart to tell us. That was a really cute doggy. I want to play him again. I wonder if he'll play with me. Something tells me that Zeit might be on this case, right? Trying to coax her out. That dog that everyone's been talking about came to tell his story recently. I'm sad I missed out on it. I wanted to see him too. He shows up fairly often according to Talis. Maybe I'll try to drop by earlier tomorrow. I may be able to catch a glimpse of him. Is Zeit trying to help a young girl? Mr. Grimwood has another business trip scheduled for next week. He's really been busy lately. I need to prepare everything now so that Mr. Grimwood isn't unorganized later. Well, let's speak to Mr. Grimwood, who's got important stuff to always say. Oh, where can I put that blasted folder? At this rate, I'm going to be late for my afternoon appointment. In the thick of things, Mr. Grimwood. Yes, that's one way to put it. Since the anniversary festival is next month, my number of appointments has skyrocketed. Organization is not my forte, I'll tell you that. Oh, I better go ahead and get Pete to lend me a hand. Well, he doesn't have much to tell us this time, so that leaves just Villa Liaison. And we are done with our patrol. Took a while, as it always does. We found one hidden quest, and that's it by the look of it. There are many ruins scattered around Crossbell that date all the way back to the Middle Ages. Unfortunately, you'll barely find a word about most of them in guidebooks, so the majority of folks don't even know they exist. Well, I suppose part of the fun is finding out about these places on my own, so at least there's that. Be surprised how few people know about them, though. Oh, she's actually in her house. Dear, you do know how to make tea, right? Don't you just soak some tea leaves in hot water? I'm pretty sure I did it right. Awful, just awful. This is completely undrinkable. You're not reminded that my pension is the only reason she can maintain her comfortable lifestyle? Hopefully she hasn't forgotten about that teensy little detail, right? This man can't even prepare a pot of tea properly. I suppose I should have expected as much, given that he can't even seem to do the housework correctly. Why are these two together? There must be some real spark in the bedroom. Let's face it. They must be real compatible. Okay, just one more push. That's another completed design. I've got to get this one to the client as soon as possible. Though people never like to think about oldies at it, do they? Oh man, my heart is racing. It feels like it's beating at a million beats a minute. The anniversary festival is starting, and that means that Ilya will be shining. I was able to watch Ilya perform live last year. Oh, did you need any help? Sam and the caretaker can help you out. I wonder if those people that went up to the third floor are still there. I've never met the lady that lives there. She's hardly ever home. We of the 1st Division have been entrusted with guarding Ilya Pletier. See to it that you don't get in our way, Special Support Section. Mean? You still in it? There's also the possibility that somebody could snipe her from the outside. I'm going to investigate the perimeter before Ilya returns. And that is mission complete. Chapter 2, Day 2's second patrol is done. Who knows if there is a third? Or truncated one like there was the last time. But we are done, which means we head out on Ursula Road, possibly to check out Cecile first. At the start of next episode, the start of next session, but to leave us off as a bonus for going round all of that way and talking to all those people yet again. We have a bedtime story at least to leave us off tonight. Dialogue, even more when we read Back Alley Dr. Glenn, Chapter 5. So let's get to it. 10 pages. Chapter 5, Rufus. It's no use. That man can't do it. Glenn and Sherry looked up to see someone standing in the quiet corridor of the hospital. He was a slender, tall man clad in a spotless white coat. He cast a piercing gaze at them from behind his silver-rimmed glasses. Doctor! Being a nurse at Amelia General Hospital, Sherry knew him as one of the doctors and worked with him daily. Glenn also happened to know this man, though it had been 10 years since they last spoke. Rufus. Glenn, what are you doing here? Rufus scowled. Sherry's lack of surprise at this exchange suggested she was aware the two of them were acquainted. However, she could do little more than watch dejectedly as the tension rose in the air. Rufus looked at her and sighed, an annoyed crease forming in his brow. What made you think it was a good idea to bring some back-alley doctor like him here? You know that this could hurt the hospital's reputation. Looking Sherry's eyes switched to one of resolve. She was well aware of the consequences when she brought Glenn with her and was not about to give up just yet. What do you mean by can't? She asked, as if challenging Rufus's words. Glenn found himself wondering why Sherry's patient, the boy in the nearby room, was so important to her. However, he decided against voicing this question for the moment and stood in silence. Simple. That man abandoned his work. When it came down to it, he ran away from being a doctor. No matter how skilled he may be, someone like him is incapable of curing the incurable. He cannot stop the crystallization disorder. Glenn let out a dry, bitter laugh, as though to agree with Rufus. Then, without saying anything further, he turned and began walking away. Dr. Glenn! Sherry hastily followed after him. Rufus looked on as the two of them made their way down the hall. As they turned the corner, Rufus uttered a quiet, before turning his attention to the nearby room. Room 303, the room where Hugo was staying. Cleared his throat and knocked 3 times on the door. Hugo, it's time for your checkup. From the rooftop of Amelia General Hospital, Glenn gazed down at the city streets lined with high-end stores and well-kept houses. The view, riddled with signs of the advanced orbital technology the country had been integrating, brought him no peace. However, instead, it only made him miss the rough-hewn charm of the city's declining downtown. He felt it suited him much better than such a pristine sight. Sherry stood behind him, a worried expression on her face. Doctor, Rufus, how good is his work? Glenn asked, more to interrupt her and change the subject than out of actual curiosity. Unable to get around his deflection, she had no choice but to answer the sudden question. Dr. Rufus was scouted when this hospital was first founded. He saved many lives over the course of his career. In addition, he's published a great number of research papers. There are even rumors that he's going to be hired as a professor despite only being 34. He's an ordinary man doing good in his own ordinary way, Glenn said with a satisfied look. Even that ordinary man wants to save the boy's life, Sherry shouted. Her outburst faded to a muted tone, however, as she continued. But he plans to amputate Hugo's hands. If that's what'll save the boy's life, that's what should be done, Glenn said, matter-of-factly. He expected this conversation to end there, just as their previous exchange in the hallway had. Sherry would not accept this outcome, however. Dr. Glenn, 10 years ago you devised a surgical method to reverse the crystallization process. That's why, even if it's a risk, if there's a chance Hugo might be able to keep his hands, I want to bet on your success. Hearing that caught Glenn by surprise. Glenn chanced upon the idea years ago, a revolutionary technique aimed to reverse the process of the disease, to cure it without amputating crystallized parts. It really would make the impossible possible. Certainly, if it works, Hugo's life and dream alike would be saved. But even so, the thought of revisiting that chapter of his past only reopened a scar in Glenn's soul. After a few moments of silence, he spoke quietly. You know that technique was a failure, right? Sherry cast her eyes downward in silence. She knew about the operation's outcome. Because of that, I lost her. With a somber tone, Glenn began to recount the story of his past, of the incident 10 years ago. And so, with an incident from 10 years ago to be talked about in the future, and with the Stargazers Tower to be headed out towards, we'll continue next time. And, well, I'd say continue Chapter 2. Maybe finish up Chapter 2. We will see. A confrontation with Yin. We'll find out if that's truly going to happen in our next session. So I'll see you then for more Trails from Zero. Thank you guys for watching. Another patrol complete. Bye-bye.